Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The NFL world is buzzing with whispers that refuse to die down. A storm that erupted after a game between the Steelers and the Ravens. A matchup that was already highly charged, but has now taken on a completely different dimension. Eyewitnesses, insiders, and even some players hint that what happened on the field may have crossed lines that the league simply cannot ignore. Conversations behind closed doors suggest that refereeing decisions were questionable, not merely controversial, but bordering on a level that has left coaches and fans screaming for accountability. Some sources close to the teams claimed there were off-the-ball incidents, subtle confrontations that nobody caught on camera, incidents that could change narratives about both franchises. The league has reportedly opened a formal investigation, and the very fact that the NFL is getting involved indicates the seriousness of the situation. Fans on social media are dissecting every frame, replaying every angle, and debating whether this is a case of overzealous passion or something that truly undermines the integrity of the game. The atmosphere is electric, as speculation spreads like wildfire across forums, podcasts, and news outlets, creating a mix of outrage, disbelief, and curiosity. Rumors are swirling about possible player misconduct, and even though no official confirmation has been released, the chatter is impossible to ignore. Analysts are suggesting that this could have long-term consequences for both teams, not only affecting standings, but potentially reshaping locker room dynamics. Insiders hint that league executives are studying footage meticulously, replay by replay, looking for anything that might justify suspensions or fines. Some believe this might extend beyond isolated incidents, touching on coaching strategies that put players in questionable positions intentionally, a theory that has only fueled the fire among fans and commentators alike. The Steelers organization has yet to release a full statement, while the Ravens appear to be playing a tight-lipped approach, possibly strategizing the best way to defend their players while the investigation unfolds. Meanwhile, fan reactions range from anger to disbelief, with heated debates online over whether this was a fluke, a symptom of a larger issue in professional football, or an orchestrated drama designed to provoke maximum attention. The intrigue is growing exponentially, and the narrative is far from settled, leaving everyone on edge. Speculation has even extended to potential ramifications beyond the field, as some insiders suggest that this incident could affect draft strategies, free agent decisions, and even coaching staff evaluations for the coming seasons. Conversations in executive suites reportedly revolve around accountability and whether systemic changes are necessary to prevent situations like this from recurring. There's talk that player unions are getting involved, seeking clarity and perhaps advocating for protection for athletes who might be unfairly implicated. Social media is exploding with theories, ranging from wild conspiracies to grounded, data-driven analyses of what happened on that field. Analysts are pointing out that the implications could ripple across the entire league, challenging the NFL's image and raising questions about fairness and integrity in games that millions of viewers watch religiously. Pundits are dissecting every nuance, from player behavior to refereeing patterns, suggesting that a larger story might be hiding under the surface of what initially appeared to be just another high-stakes rivalry. Every day, new leaks or insider comments seem to add fuel to the fire, and the intrigue only deepens. Even casual fans are suddenly swept into what has become a narrative of almost cinematic proportions, turning a single game into a saga that transcends sports reporting. Podcasts are running hours of speculation, breaking down the plays, the gestures, the heated exchanges, and even subtler, almost imperceptible moments that could be interpreted as sparks leading to larger controversies. Former players are being asked for commentary, and their insights suggest a range of possibilities, from innocent misunderstandings blown out of proportion to potential deliberate provocations that challenge the NFL standards. Some analysts go further, pointing to historical rivalries and patterns of behavior that might hint at deeper tensions between the Steelers and Ravens, a rivalry that has always been intense but is now being re-examined under a new, much more critical lens. Every angle is being scrutinized, every rumor dissected, and the result is a perfect storm of speculation, debate, and anticipation. The league's investigation, while officially stated as routine, is being perceived as a sign that the consequences could be serious, perhaps unprecedented, and the stakes are higher than anyone initially imagined. Meanwhile, journalists who cover both teams closely report hearing whispers from locker rooms, meeting rooms, and even informal gatherings where coaches and players discuss the fallout cautiously, hinting that the narrative is far from simple. There are claims that some players feel misrepresented or unfairly judged, while others may be trying to leverage the situation for contractual or reputational advantage. This complex web of personal, professional, and media-driven motivations adds layers to the story, making it more than just a case of a heated game. It has become an evolving saga of intrigue, strategy, and high-stakes drama. Fans are not only following the investigation, but also predicting possible outcomes, debating whether penalties, suspensions, or even long-term organizational changes might be on the horizon. The intrigue is magnified by the fact that insiders and commentators are feeding subtle hints, carefully worded statements, and off-the-record insights that keep the rumor mill running at full speed. This combination of official inquiry, public speculation, and strategic silence from the teams involved has transformed a single game into a captivating narrative that refuses to settle quietly. Adding even more spice to the story, social media is serving as both courtroom and theater, with viral clips, GIFs, and commentary spreading faster than any official statement could contain. Every fan feels involved, every highlight analyzed, every controversial call scrutinized, and the collective obsession is reshaping how this incident is perceived. Analysts note that while controversies are common in high-level football, the intensity of reaction this time seems to suggest something uniquely explosive, something that resonates beyond traditional rivalries or season standings. Conversations about integrity, competitive spirit, and league oversight dominate debates, and each new rumor, anonymous comment, or leaked detail acts like a spark in a powder keg, threatening to ignite the next wave of media frenzy. The NFL's investigation is ongoing, but already the ripple effects are undeniable, reaching fans, players, analysts, and executives alike. It's a storm in the football world, and while nobody can predict exactly how it will resolve, the combination of intrigue, scandal, and uncertainty has created a perfect narrative storm, capturing attention in a way few single-game controversies ever have. Sources indicate that internal reviews within both franchises are reportedly underway, and while details are scarce, some insiders hint that the scope of these reviews may extend far beyond what the public sees. Conversations behind closed doors reportedly involve discussions about team culture, disciplinary procedures, and the impact of high-pressure rivalries on player behavior. Observers speculate that coaches may be forced to confront uncomfortable truths about how emotions are managed during games, and executives may be weighing whether systemic changes are necessary to prevent future controversies. The situation has sparked a wider dialogue across the league, with fans, analysts, and commentators debating whether the NFL is adequately equipped to handle incidents of this nature. Rumors even suggest that legal counsel has been consulted to understand potential liabilities, especially if any actions on the field are deemed to have crossed lines of players' safety or professional conduct. The complex web of implications is only growing, and every new leak or insider tip adds another layer of intrigue, feeding a narrative that is as much about power dynamics and strategy as it is about football. Insiders claim that player statements, interviews, and social media activity are being analyzed for subtle hints, raising questions about authenticity, intent, and potential cover-ups. Some suggest that the narrative is being shaped deliberately by factions within teams, with certain players or coaches potentially using the controversy to assert influence or protect reputations. Meanwhile, fans and commentators continue to dissect every angle, sometimes creating theories that rival official reports in depth and intensity. Analysts are comparing the situation to past league controversies, suggesting that precedent might guide the NFL's next moves, but cautioning that every case is unique, and the combination of team rivalry, high stakes, and public scrutiny makes this scenario particularly delicate. The investigation's outcome remains uncertain, and the suspense has created an almost cinematic tension that keeps viewers, listeners, and readers hooked. The rumor mill continues to churn at full speed, feeding speculation that this could influence league policies, team management, and even the perception of professional football integrity in the years to come. Even more speculation revolves around potential disciplinary actions, with insiders hinting that suspensions, fines, or warnings could be handed down depending on what the investigation uncovers. Analysts suggest that consequences might not only affect individual players, but could extend to coaching staff, referees, and even executive leadership if negligence or complicity is suspected. The layers of potential fallout create an environment where every statement, gesture, and play is being scrutinized under a microscope. Fans are feverishly analyzing every video clip, breaking down micro-expressions and body language for signs of guilt or strategy. Social media threads run hundreds of comments deep, with theories ranging from innocent misunderstanding to deliberate provocation designed to sway games or narratives. The story has evolved from a simple game controversy to a multi-layered saga that raises profound questions about accountability, culture, and fairness in professional sports. The NFL's decision-making process is being watched as closely as the games themselves, and speculation suggests that the next official announcement could send shockwaves throughout the league. There are also murmurs about the influence of media coverage, with some insiders suggesting that framing, narrative control, and public perception might be as crucial as any on-field review. Analysts highlight that how the story is told could influence fan sentiment, team morale, and even league policy. Media networks are reportedly coordinating with insiders and former players to provide context while simultaneously navigating the delicate balance between reporting facts and fueling speculation. Some fans even argue that viral moments, selective footage, and highlight reels are shaping public opinion more than the investigation itself, a factor that could pressure the NFL into accelerated decision-making. Commentary shows, podcasts, and social media personalities have effectively amplified every whisper, creating a feedback loop where rumors influence perception, which in turn generates more rumors. This meta-narrative has made the controversy almost self-perpetuating, a scenario that both fascinates and frustrates league officials, players, and fans alike. The entire situation has become a microcosm of modern sports culture, where spectacle, rumor, and accountability collide in real time. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The implications of this controversy reportedly stretch far beyond the immediate game, as insiders hint that it could influence how future matchups are played, how players are coached, and even how rivalries are perceived. Analysts suggest that team strategies might be adjusted, not just for competitive advantage, but also to mitigate risk, prevent misconduct, and manage public relations. Discussions behind the scenes reportedly touch on risk management, player psychology, and media strategy, a complex web that underscores how far-reaching a single game's controversy can become. Fans debate whether the incident will lead to policy changes in the league, while analysts examine historical precedents, evaluating how the NFL has handled similar situations in the past. Some insiders claim that the investigation may spark broader discussions about accountability, safety, and fairness in professional sports, turning what seemed like an isolated incident into a potential catalyst for systemic change. The evolving narrative continues to dominate conversations across platforms, a testament to both the intensity of the rivalry and the complexity of the situation. Speculation also surrounds how the players themselves are handling the pressure, with sources hinting at emotional strain, media scrutiny, and strategic communication playing a significant role in shaping the public story. Some players reportedly feel the need to defend themselves publicly, while others are leaning on agents, coaches, or team executives for guidance. Analysts point out that handling such controversy is almost as crucial as performing on the field, as public perception, fan reaction, and potential disciplinary outcomes are intertwined. Social media amplifies every gesture, statement, or hint, creating a narrative ecosystem that players must navigate carefully. The situation has become a test of resilience, media savvy, and strategic thinking, with each side attempting to influence the unfolding story while remaining compliant with league rules. The rumor continues to grow, and every new insight adds suspense, intrigue, and potential drama, keeping the NFL world captivated as it waits for official conclusions. Finally, the ripple effects of this controversy may extend to fans, media, and future players, with lessons about perception, conduct, and rivalry taking center stage. Analysts suggest that how this situation resolves could influence training methods, team culture, and even the behavior of aspiring athletes who look to the NFL as a benchmark for professionalism. The ongoing investigation, combined with the relentless speculation and analysis, has transformed a single game into a saga with wide-reaching implications. Fans continue to dissect, debate, and speculate, while insiders cautiously share pieces of story that seems almost never-ending. The narrative is fluid, the outcomes uncertain, and the intrigue undeniable, creating a perfect storm where rumor, speculation, and official investigation intersect. As the Steelers, Ravens, and the league navigate this turbulent period, one thing is clear. This controversy has captured the imagination of the NFL world in a way few incidents ever have. And the story is far from over. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.